I work at JLL, and we provide real estate services and consulting globally. It is a Fortune 500 company, and I've been there for about 22 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And honestly, when I started my career, if you had told me that this was what I would have been doing for 22 years, I would have been like, no way. Because my background is actually in interior design.
Amazing. I did that. See,
Yes.
this is why I love doing this because I
Yeah.
learned some new fun fact about my friends just by talking to them on here. So I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started out in design and I worked for a couple of years for furniture dealerships right out of college. And um, actually, a couple of years out of college, I moved to California, which was
Oh.
like a big leap for me.
And you actually came back this way.
I did. Yeah. Well, that's part of my story. But I went out there and while I was there, I got a job at an architecture firm and started doing technical drawings and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And at the time, I got engaged, and my fiance and I were both from Chicagoland. And so we decided that, we're going to get married. Cost of living's really expensive in Southern California, and came back to Chicago. So that's how I made it back. But I ended up working for a large architecture firm downtown in the city. And at one point, they were looking for help on a project in the suburbs. So they sent me out to the burbs, which was a place nobody wanted to go at the time. And they actually gave me what they called war pay because they were sending me out to the
interesting.
burbs.
Yeah.
So I had a bump in pay while I had this assignment. And what ended up happening is that client hired me.
Oh.
And so I started providing really project management services for them. And then I'll never forget this because I was pregnant at the time and I hadn't told anyone yet. And when they wanted to hire me, I had to disclose, obviously, that, I'm going to go on maternity leave in a few months. And, oh, by the way, I would like 5 months of maternity leave.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. And also, just switching jobs, I needed insurance too. So
Yeah.
I'm like, we have to solve my insurance problem. The guy I worked for was awesome. He said yes to the 5 months, and he figured out how I could get basically reimbursed for my COBRA payments.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really great.
And that's, I feel like, almost unheard of.
At that time, because this was 1998. And at
Yeah.
that time, I remember telling a girlfriend that this was happening. And she's like, oh my God, you're my hero. That never happens.
Because
So
it's kind of like tough. You're pregnant. And,
exactly. Yeah. See ya. I never expected to land the job because I thought he's just going to say no way.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went on leave and I came back early from my leave, even though I had negotiated a longer one because the company that I had just, started working for got bought out by the company that I work for today. And so I was needed to find out, if I still had a job and who's my manager. So I went back and basically I never left. I mean, I've had like a really amazing opportunity to grow with this company that just new assignments just kept coming. And I was like, there's never a reason to leave.